you said that he wasn't going to be in the game, so I completely took him off my mental. But
Yeah, that's what I was told, but actually, before I cut you off, keep taking it away. Sorry.
yeah, no, perfectly fine. That pause probably actually confused the survivors there a little bit. Most of the time with that spitter hit, you're going to see the infected try to come in from the building and with a charge spit in that confined space, but actually going outside with the help of the smoker was a smart move there, because Silent already lost a good portion of his HP.
Yeah, that was 10% the opening hit. That is monumental damage, I would say, in a tournament match. A lot coming out. Great setup for the tank, which is going to be late. At 76%, right now they have a tri-cap with Boomer. It looks like the spawn's going to go very quickly. Hunter has actually got to reposition, and they actually took that bridge pretty well, negating the death charge possibilities. I mean, they have one more at the end here. Amethyst, but I don't think they're going to be able to pull off. They're going to try for it, actually, because they go the Charger doesn't get the B-hop around. The Boomer proxy's on one, and I believe that's a Charger Boomer dying off at the end there, Amethyst. So they're going to have Tri-Cap with Spit, but no charge.
I think the plan there was guy gets hunted, Charger takes the guy who's hunted, death charge maybe, but I think the Charger unfortunately missed his bunny hop like you said, and that sort of thwarted that strategy.
Yeah, that was a beautiful one-shot skeet coming out there by Vector, shutting down the capper for his team and pretty much negated almost all the damage, which now puts 2 hits in the books coming out from Dizil, and they've done about 12% total and 6% on average. But right here, Amethyst, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a hit on the transition on the inside of the Hirsch Shipping Corporation building.
Yeah, when you were talking about this map being infected sided, this is another one of those scenarios where the infected can just pile on top of you so fast as you're climbing those stairs. And I don't know if the survivors realize it, but they do have a spitter. They don't have a charger though, as you mentioned, but this 3-cap can still be pretty deadly. Probably all going to pile on Nick in this scenario as soon as Rochelle goes to the top of the steps. And this one is what is going to happen, but they are actually going to get 2 of the survivors. Rochelle and Nick both get capped for a minute. Not a whole lot of damage coming out there. You definitely want a charger for situations like that, but still not bad.
No, not too bad. And Rochelle chases down the smoker. And you know what, Amethyst? Even we play some pug games a lot, but one thing you don't want to do is don't chase down the smoker. And actually, Rochelle got punched twice by the smoker, believe it or not. And they're going to get the first tank of the game up for Team Dizil in the hands of Sync. And the survivors are playing very aggressive, and they're so split right now, Amethyst.
Oh,
this is very dangerous.
They're super split right now. The tank is just going to go right in. The Hunter is going to go in relatively early, and he is going to get that car onto Nick. Nick is going to go down. Rochelle is in the back, Lycan being carried away, and she is going to go down as well. I don't know who was the jockey that threw out of the rolling car. The tank is just going to go after Alice, going to bounce off the light pole. This tank still has a lot of HP, 3,245 to be exact, and 2 survivors right here. I don't know if they're going to try to fight this tank or try to race to the safe room. It looked like Coach had the idea of just abandoning his teammates, but Ellis said, nah man, that's not the way we play Left 4 Dead 2, fight till the end. The jockey is going to go ahead and get Coach for his efforts, and right now it is just a 1v1 with a countryman, Ellis himself, and the tank. The tank is going to whiff one, but not twice, and it looks like this is going to be the end of Tempest for Chapter 1 MK.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, they did pretty well up to that point, but the separation, I didn't quite see why the survivors stayed back so far. It looks like maybe they had a miscommunication on some wanting to go forward and some wanting to go back. I just couldn't really tell there, Amethyst.
It looked like to me, I don't remember who it was specifically, but it looked like whoever was playing Coach had the idea of being really aggressive, but Rochelle was really far in the back, and Nick was pretty far in the back too. He got hunted right away. That was a great hunt, by the way, keeping him on that railing, allowing the tank to get an easy snipe with the car. That was just one of those situations, MK, where I don't think there was any communication between the survivors on how to fight that tank.
No, unfortunate for them, it ended up to their demise, but now they're going to have to back it up with their infected, see if they could wipe out Dizil. The opening attacks had to be tri-cap with Spit. It's actually really good separation. The Charger accidentally hits E and despawns on the survivors. And
oh no, maybe they're replanning. I think they're replanning and they are going inside with their hit.
You're right. They're going to send a pull at the jockey on the back. The jockey does not land, but the smoker does. The jockey does eventually find the target. Nice. And who was that who lost the 1v1 battle? Prove unfortunately loses to the jockey. And that'll be a little bit of chip. a little bit less than 5%, but not a terrible opening attack.
Yeah, they took that better than Tempest did for sure. Not nearly as much damage, and nothing. And the spitter basically being a non-factor for that hit. We'll see if Tempest is able to do something on the bridge that Dizil was not able to do. Maybe insta-kill MK. What do you think?
It's going to be tough, but I would love to see it, but it's going to be difficult without that smoker kind of to alley-oop for the charge. So it looks like at this point they're not going to go for that. Maybe they're just going to go for damage. That charger wants to rocket around the corner. It's just going to get melted if it does so. There's no spawns to help it. It actually gets a punch. That was actually pretty decently close. I think if he actually maybe rocket onto that fence, he might have had a chance to land it, Amethyst.
I was thinking the same thing. That's the reason I gasped. That looked really scary. Whenever a survivor is just standing on a rail like that, the game's the game can do really wonky things with its physics engines and how the charger decides to charge survivors. So I got a little scared, but nothing ended up happening really.
No, not at all. And now they're going to have to take the choke point coming up. Now, we've seen on the other side, it was a little bit of damage coming out. Let's see what Dizil can do. And I have the feeling, Amethyst, that we're going to see a successful bait.
Reload.
Yeah, I will see the one thing that is different in this situation is Tempest does have a charger in the hands of Vector. And that could be a huge difference maker because, once again, they do have the spitter. Dizil is doing the same exact thing Tempest was, taking the slow, but I think they're all going to rush in right now. No, the fake! They baited them. Everybody moved back. The smoker is going to get Nick for only a second, and that was a successful bait.
All right, I'm 1 for 1 for calls on bait so far coming out from Dizil. Pretty much taking almost no damage. There is a little bit that goes out, so they almost get the pill bonus completely gone, Amethyst. They need about 0.9 more to get that pill bonus gone, but they're still in the positive of what we would call technically a perfect score so far.
Reloading.
Smoker going to go into the back and get coached for a little longer than I expected. It seems like whoever the tank is did not want a smoker. So unlike Tempest, it does seem like Dizil do have a plan to fight this tank, and they're going to be going back.
And he's actually going to punch the car?
Oh, the car!
No way!
No
Oh
way!
my
Oh!
gosh!
That was so close! I don't even think Coach saw it until the very last second.
That was so fortunate for the Survivor team. Oh my gosh, Amethyst. I don't think it gets any closer than that. That was crazy!
It just spun a little too far off of the edge to miss the stairs, but Ellis and Coach almost got hit by a car sandwich. But this is your call to take, MK, for this tank fight.
For sure, this tank's going to commit with only a 2 cap. The Boomer's going to go in and go for a sack. This will give him some time. I don't think he's going to have all his support when he commits, though. I don't even know where they can exactly drop. I don't see any holes. Oh, he's going to go in here. He goes in a little early. He gets a punch onto 1. Goes down. Misses the punch there. Misses another punch. He's getting juked. He just leaves him. No, he doesn't. He comes back. He eventually kills his hunter. Oh my goodness. The tank I thought had a great commit path, but kind of misses a couple punches there, Amethyst. And now they're in danger of going down a ton of points after 1 map.
Yeah, Nick was trying to teach that tank how to do the electric slide. I don't even know how he was able to get out of that situation. And then he started burgering the tank on top of that. That was slick stuff by Sync.
Yes, it was, and now it's going to be the final hit coming up here, Amethyst, and it's not going to be a great hit, but it's also not the worst. The Smoker's going to have to alley-oop this charger, I would say, and it looks like they both have different ideas, and I believe if they continue this path and send this spawns in like... Okay, now they're regrouping a little bit. No, the charger changes his mind again. The Smoker dies by himself. Yeah,
you need the Smoker, Charger, and Spitter to all be on the same page there. And for whatever reason, the Spitter and Charger were up front, and the Smoker was behind. I don't know if the Charger and the Spitter were going to try to do their own thing, and the Smoker was trying to get a pullback by himself, but they should have all been working as a team right there to get a for sure spit charge because they're so far back already, and now they got nothing for their efforts.
no, but the only thing that's going to be a little bit more challenging is they don't have a Smoker to help, but they can get the Hunter. I think their play should be here, Amethyst, get a Hunter, spit, and try to keep that guy in the spit as much as you can and try to salvage what you can at the end.
I think you're right. And, I mean, this is a pretty good 3 cap. But this is a situation where if everybody wants to, they could just rush into the safe room, and you know that Tempest is probably thinking they are going to bait again because they baited before. But we'll see. The teams are taking their time, and everyone's just waiting around. They really want to make sure they make it with all this bonus. It looks like everybody is going to go in, and they are going to successfully do it with a skeet from Sync, as if his dancing abilities weren't enough. Turns out he's also a crack shot. MK, that was really impressive.
What a skeet. He says, nah, not today. Shuts down the Hunter. His team baits out the last attack, and they go up about 900 points. And right now, Dizil is in the driver's seat. They got morale on their side, momentum on their side, and Tempest is going to have to break that if they want to mount a comeback. And they only have 3 more chapters to do. But the one good thing, Amethyst, is this map is these chapters are worth quite a bit of points. This one worth 700, only map 2. So they have opportunity. Tank at 70 or 42%.
42, I think, yeah.
Yep. So it's not too bad, but they're gonna have to get a wipe if they want to start breaking that point delta.
I will say that this is a tank fight where, unless the survivors really screw up, is pretty easy to take. A lot of times survivors will just sort of move back, and it's move backwards towards sort of like almost like the starting area, actually. And unless the tank can get a good hittable in, most of the time it's really hard for the special infected here to get any sort of spawns that mean anything. And even if the tank is able to get a good car in, there's a lot of different spots where the survivors can hide behind like light poles and buses and stuff. So it's gonna have to be a good tank. It will be Vector, who will be up soon, but for now, first hit MK is Jockey, Boomer, Smoker, Charger.
Indeed it is. They push out. I like the Charger location. Charger rockets. Nice charge, but unfortunately his cappers didn't help, and the Jockey decided not even to do anything whatsoever. He's just chilling back on the bus right now.
Reloading.
He's just looking at loving life.
Ooh, nice little. That was a nice little rocket spawn though, from the Boomer. Better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like they're pushing through the map. The Jockey has now rejoined his team now, Amethyst, so they're going to help now. And maybe they'll get a full attack coming up, but unfortunately for Tempest, that attack gets Zippo. No damage.
Yeah, they do have a spitter if they want to decide to hit in this little restaurant here. It's a little gas station. But they don't have a charger for it. We'll see what the Hunter is able to do. This is one of those spots that would be really, really dangerous if his Hunter still had his wall kicking abilities, but he is just going to have to do it off rip.
Indeed, that is what they're going to have to do. All the cappers are going to come from the front. I believe only one. Oh, he does. They land it. This is going to be good. They'll get the spit. They'll try to do whatever they can to keep him in there. And that's actually not bad. Actually, the spit spread all the way back. Look at that damage, Amethyst. 16%.
That was a really good job of being patient there as a Hunter. You saw that Rochelle just went right by him and looked out the door. The Hunter was actually able to blend in with the shadows around him and get that hunt onto Rochelle. And as they keep moving along, I totally forgot how big this map was, and this will not be a tank that they take back. This will be a tank that is played right here in this big, big warehouse.
Yeah, there is a hittable to play, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get to it, because if they go from the back and try to get it, Amethyst, you know, the survivors just push forward into a more advantageous spot away from it. So I don't even think that'll be the play. And plus, with all the metal bars or rafters or whatever they would be called, it's almost impossible to get that forklift up onto the awning there.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? The Hunter, I saw the Charger whip. I thought this hit wasn't going to amount to anything, but Rising is going to eat a huge chunk of his health from that Hunter Spitter combo. His team was not able to clear him. That's some tank fight damage right there for you, MK.
Wow, that is now 3 attacks, Amethyst, taking away 34% of their bonus. Right now, Tempest is doing a very good job on maximizing their output of damage with what they got. They got survivors who are going to pop pills when this tank commits. Oh my goodness, this has a lot of opportunity for them. They're going to sack this Smoker, and I think they'll sack Boomer too, Amethyst, and go in with Tri-Cap.
I think you're right, but that was a really good boomer spawn. He was able to get two. This is one of those awkward places where it's kind of hard for Common Infected to funnel in and really be effective against these survivors, but the tank is going to go in anyway. Slowly trot around, trying to corner Nick, going over the cubicles, but he hasn't been able to find anyone yet. But the Common Infected are still funneling in, and now so are the Special Infected. The Jockey is going to get Nick, not be able to take him for a ride. A really good clear by his teammates. I wasn't sure he was able to clear him, but someone was able to get that clear, and just a really good job by Dizil of shutting down the Special Infected and the Common Infected, and Vector wasn't able to get really anything.
Oh, the tank gets a good commit there, Amethyst. He cuts him off, but he misses that punch. It's actually pretty good damage, but I think it could have been more if you ask me.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was a lot of chip damage here and there, a really good boom. Vector was never able to secure anyone in any sort of like significant corner, but I think honestly Dizil probably takes that to the bank as they're 50% way through this map right now.
And they do have an event. This is a very difficult event to take when you're slow, Amethyst. It's going to be a heck of a challenge, I would say, for Dizil to make this safe room with a survivor slow, no pills, and a lot of commons coming in for about 3 hits.
Yeah, this Crescendo event is absolutely brutal, and just like you said, no pills, health that's declining. I don't think anyone is fast without temporary health, and Nick is already slow, and Rochelle is just about to be as well. This is just going to be a race to see how much distance they can get as possible. They've been playing Survivor pretty well on their side so far, and they're able to shut down that hit pretty well.
And they pushed out the whole W down. Rising the only survivor slow, so they'll catch up with Rising. They'll have to navigate through a couple fences. It's going to be a little difficult for the spawns to get up on top of the roof quick enough. They got to navigate forward to get there. So I think the survivors might actually only have to take one more hit before they can turn this button off, which I believe is very impressive considering they have a survivor slow, Amethyst.
You're absolutely right. But even with that being said, they have been able to crawl along without any sort of other interruption from the Special Infected past the first choke point of the Crescendo event, right where they started the event outside of that tunnel. Another big checkpoint right here we're about to see coming up. Special Infected coming from the roof, Smoker in the back. Here they come from the rooftops. Rising is going to go down to a charger punch. Ellis and Coach are going to get secured, and so is Rochelle in the front. Tempest have taken out Dizil, and that will be the end of Chapter 2 for them.
Big wipe coming out for Dizil. Now they have opportunity to mount up a comeback. They need 600 bonus to take the lead, but just making the safe room will cut into that point delta by 300. But I think they need more though, Amethyst.
I think you're right. I mean, like a couple takeaway points is because they fought that tank in the cubicles actually, which is a much better tank fighting spot than the warehouse in my opinion. I completely forgot about it. It's actually been a while since I played Carry Off. I haven't played this map in quite some time. It's probably one of my more knowledgeable created maps that I know. But I think especially if Tempest avoids getting boomed like Dizil got. They should be able to take this tank fight really well, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, we'll have to see. As long as they can just stay away. I mean, like you said, those cubicles is really difficult to navigate through. Both sides, actually. I wouldn't say just as the infected, but when you're the
True.
tank and you don't get that perfect jump over the cubicle, you know, it's a really bad feeling because you know you're already going to take a lot more chip just to be able to get to a survivor. If you can even get to a survivor sometimes. I've seen that tank not able to find anything, but it was a great job by Tempest, capitalizing, securing the wipe, and here we go live with the attack. Charger, Smoker, Jockey, Boomer.
There's a charger around.
Charger and Jockey already spawned on top of the roof of this RV. Jockey is going to get in right away, and it looks like the plan was to throw out a couple of punches at the Charger right there as the Jockey went in first, and it worked out pretty well. Boomer isn't going to get anyone there, but a couple of punches and a Jockey, and there's a little damage onto Tempest, not too bad.
And it looks like, again, Lycan was not moving. I believe that's what it was. And that was the same person who was the jockey on the other side on the first hit. So it looks like their teammate just wasn't there for a moment. Now they're going to be able to start pushing, but that was a great sack rotation from Dizil Amethyst. We're going to see Charger Hunter, Jockey Spitter, and that's exactly what you want for this gas station hit coming up for sure.
Yeah, like we were talking about before, the spitter in this gas station, along with the spitter along with the hunter and the charger, excuse me, in this gas station could be really devastating, especially down this small little hallway to get out of this building.
Oh, they're going to have the hunter pre-spawn. They now know he's inside the door. See if they try to shoot through the wall, get some chip on him. I don't think they realize he's actually there. Charger is now up. Spitter is now up.
I think the plan here is see if Prove gets destroyed, and if he does send the Charger in as a backup, Prove is going to be able to land, and the Charger does exactly what he's supposed to. Stumble Nick in the spit, jockey follow up. That was about as smooth as a special infected hit in that situation you're going to see.
And they choose to down him first. This is an interesting play.
Ooh.
They're going to lose 5% DB from that. That'll be a sacrifice they got to take right away. But more important, the DB is now open. And you know, if I'm special infected in games like this, DB goes down quicker. They might actually target him. And they're going to. Oh, I thought the hunter was going to go for it there, Amethyst. But I don't think everybody was quite ready.
Yeah, a good attempt, but there's so much more of this map to go. The Boomer is going to be able to get a solid 3 boom onto the survivors. Charger, unfortunately, is going to miss. Hunter is going to land for a second, but most of the damage that is going to come from this hit right here is going to be off the solid boom. And that's one of the things that's really dangerous about this warehouse, MK. It's so easy to crouch as the Boomer, and then right as your that timer goes up for your boom, just lean over those boxes, look up, and just puke over something to get surprise the survivors. And that's exactly what he did.
It was another great stack order by the special infected. They're going to have the same hit, and now they're getting a little bit cocky. It gets separated. The Charger finds a target. It kind of works out for them.
Hey, some guns here.
Whoever coach was kind of shut down everything there, and if he didn't, they would have suffered a lot for it right there, Amethyst, for sure.
You're exactly right. I don't hate that, the plan to go in there real quick before this tank comes up. Everybody gets one last hit in. Plus, you're going to be able to rotate to whatever the tank wants anyway right here. I don't know when the tank is going to come in. He might go fast, so MK, this one's on you.
All right, looks like Proof has his tank. He lost about 500 HP. Boomer gets one, and he eats a rock too! Not thinking about watch the door. He's going to try to throw another one. Oh, that one just missed. And now he's going to relocate, maybe? Go to the other side? Nope. He change back to the other. Chucking a rock again, waiting for his support. He has a smoker and a jockey right now. I don't know about the smoker.
I don't know either. I really hate the smoker in this situation, personally.
Unless it's just to get him a corner. Other than that, it's kind of worthless inside here. Rather have a hunter than that smoker. But he has no choice. He's going to have to send it in. This is a big tank for Dizil. They need to do some damage or get a wipe, or they're going to lose some of their point lead. He's in, jumping around. Smoker gets a spawn. Everybody stop shooting the tank for a moment because they're reloading. Oh, the jockey latches. The rock misses. Now the tank has a corner. They're going to clear the jockey instead of shooting the tank. Nick's the only one shooting the tank. And now the tank decommits. And it looks like it's not going to be a wipe. But it might be one more rock onto Nick. Nope. And I don't know if he's going to get any more. I think maybe maybe one more rock. I don't know.
I don't know if you noticed, MK, but Nick knew, Ed knew where that smoker was, and I think he knew what the plan was. I think he knew that the smoker wanted to get a corner, and I think Nick was going to try and kill the smoker. But Coach, for some reason, also came next to Nick to try to kill the smoker with him. I don't think that was necessary, because Coach probably should have just kept shooting the tank instead of helping Nick out there. Everyone sort of got separated after that, and that's a big reason why Prove didn't die right away, even though it didn't matter a whole lot. I think that goes to show that Tempest on their tank fights right now are sort of just a little bit lost, in my opinion.
And I don't know if you saw the misplay there by the survivors. Lycan popped the pills, not giving the pills to the survivor that was already downed.
No.
And now they're going to target him for sure. That should be the target. Yeah, they want to get the in-cap. I don't think they found the extra set of pills yet. I believe it's coming up. It's at the other end of the vent inside the back of the box truck, if I remember correctly. But they're going to have to take an attack first. Charger, Jockey, Spitter, and that last spawn in a moment. What's it going to be? It is a
It's
Hunter.
a witch. It's
A witch.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
one day.
Maybe one day. Interesting
Everybody-
jockey location. I didn't even know you can get over in that area.
I like that though. He's coming alone by himself while everybody else is probably going to be looking at the top left by the air conditioner. Jockey's going in. He's going to be able to land a lot of it is going to be able to land actually. The Hunter and the Jockey and the Charger is just going to throw punches like he's Mike Tyson, and then he's going to get the charge. That was a cataclysmic hit, MK.
Oh my goodness, I don't know what the heck Nick was doing in the back, just chilling behind the box truck while all that attack went in. Not really doing much, but they got wrecked for it. That is so much damage. I mean, they lost almost everything there. Now it's just a distance game, and they're about to break even, so they got to take another hit in order to make the points, and they're getting separated. Oh, they clear the Smoker, and the Jockey and Hunter take the same target. The Smoker is trying to in-cap Coach. The Coach is actually black and white.
Oh, nice two boom. That might be it. Ellis down, Nick also boom. Well, no, I think Coach is going to be able to help Rochelle get Ellis up. But they're just slowly clawing MK. This is
They skipped the
exactly
pills!
where...
They skipped the
What?
pills!
Oh, they did! They missed him in the truck right there!
They didn't even notice. They
And
walked
this is the
right
exact
by it.
position that Dizil died.
And this is going to cost them some survivors right here. One's down. They might just get wiped. Only one survivor up, and that is
That's
it. Oh, no, it's
Well-
not. Ellis is still alive.
I think it's still it, though. I think honestly in this situation, probably just run. Yeah. I don't know how much those pills would have mattered, MK, but they certainly couldn't hurt.
Well, they do win the round. They break into the point delta by 7.
You'd like a little bit more than 7, though, I think.
Yeah, 7 just ain't going to cut it. You're going to need to tally up a little bit more. Actually, probably you need a couple more zeros added to that. Like at least 2 more.
At least 2 more.
Yeah.
2 more and you're looking pretty good. So right now going into chapter 3, we're sitting Dizil at 1564, Tempest at 714. And this is a 30% tank. This is another is that like the room and get with like that square room with like the pipes where it's just basically a wrestling ring for lack of a better term?
Yes, I believe it's where it's going to be. I don't even know. I'm not even sure they'll get to it. No. It's going to be in the area where the water tanks are for sure. I think that's where it's
Okay.
going to be taken. I don't see. Actually, you know what? If they can, I think they come back in the sewer. Yeah, I think they come back in the sewer because look how long they can take it either direction and kite the tank backwards. It's going to be all infected oriented.
Yeah, you're right. You just have to really be worried about separation, because if you're going to really separate to cover a lot of ground and a lot of spawns, if one survivor is doing something wrong, one jockey, even for a healthy survivor, means the survivor's probably going down. And Ellis tried to skeet that Hunter. Sink wasn't able to do it this time, though. Lucky for them, nothing really comes of that hit.
I think the Spitter was sleeping a little bit there, not ready for that pounce. And then they get scratches! Look at the Boomer! Getting those scratches. The Spitter got 2, I think. The XDs in chat. And that's going to be a quad try before tank Amy.
Yeah, they're going to have to go fast because, or at least relatively fast, because the survivor's already coming up on 22%, but they are going to get this quad opportunity. They are going to have to traverse past these pipes into this small room right here, but I think the special infected is going to go before that. You'd see the Smoker is in the back right now, or actually, I think I need to record a demo. Not really.
Oh, the 2-cap in the back!
In the back!
It's big damage! They'll clear pretty quick, but that's good chip for the tank. They put the survivors. Look at, they're all under 90. Only one is an 80 now. It's actually good pre-chip damage on the tank.
Yeah, that was very solid to secure in the back. That's what I mean, just getting separated in these pipes. And you were right, this is way too early for the that pipe, that square pipe location. They are going to just be heading back and fighting in that exact location that you said. Once again, the thing you really have to be worried about in this scenario is separation. The Smoker tried to do that right there, get Rochelle separated, but a good job by Dizil to prevent that. The tank is going to try to get a sneaky punch onto Rochelle. It's not going to work, and they are going to sack the Boomer. This is the tank's second pass now, so they are going to be able to shuffle into another hit. It's going to be Charger.
Oh!
I could see Coach just standing there, too. I didn't think he realized that all the tank was throwing a rock. I don't even know if he heard it. But either way, it is going to be a Hunter Charger and a Jockey, MK.
Oh, these spawns aren't going to do anything, Amy. They're going to get melted.
I think you're right, and they're not even going to go in right now. I think they're going to wait for the tank to drop everybody towards the bottom of the sewer where they don't have any high ground. The tank is able to find a corner onto someone, but the Special Infected has already gone in, but he's able to find another corner onto Rochelle, and this tank is going to die before Proof goes down. But considering the fact that this is a pretty meh area when it comes to Special Infected, and it's very open, the tank did a really good job at getting his corners.
Yes, he did. That's actually a respectable amount of damage. They were at 81% bonus. Now it is down to 46.1. And I think what's more important on the side of that note there, Amethyst, is that the map progression is only 35%. And they have an event with Horde coming out. A lot, so they're going to have a lot of common to deal with, Special Infected, and this is going to be a delay to try to get an attempt for a death charge. I don't think they're going to get it, Amethyst. I think they can take this clean.
I think you're right. We'll see now moving towards this Crescendo, waiting for this, when they push this button. We're basically going to be looking for the survivors to look on top of them, waiting once they wait to cross this bridge. So there's going to be a couple hits here by the Special Infected, and with that being said, Dizil's already bleeding, so they have to be careful and they have to be diligent about these infected spawns from the top.
And that's exactly where they're going. Only one looks like he wants to come from below. The Jockey looks like he wants to get a cheeky spawn and bring Rochelle down below. Boomer's going to have to help out. Boomer might cuck this Jockey. Jockey's up. Oh, the Jockey doesn't latch on, but there's a 2-cap. The 2-boom lands. No slam, though. And that was really good clears coming out from Dizil when it looked like was going to be a good amount of damage coming out from Tempest. And that was still a pretty good shutdown from the survivors there, Amethyst.
Reloading here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they did a pretty decent job covering their grounds for the most part. Rochelle is going to be knocked over and picked up really quick just so he can take his pills, and Coach will do the same just so everybody is fast, even though Rising is very, very quickly getting into that slow zone at 43. Once again, this is the second hit where they're going to have to watch Special Infected on top. It is going to be a good skeet coming out from Ed and Kodo and Rising, actually, a team effort. And another pretty good shutdown by Dizil, MK.
Yes, it is. 3 of them know about the shortcut. They shot Prue because he didn't take it. I saw that right away. Somebody shot him because he didn't take it. So there's a little bit FF damage out there, but I think it was more of just a statement to make. But either way, they got to push up. They have to trigger. Actually, they can avoid this car alarm, Amethyst, but I don't think they have the time to set up to get around because the infected won't allow it.
Yeah, especially while you're bleeding here, I think you just cut your losses and head right into the building. They are going to have to watch out for this Charger that's coming in. He's not going to land, though. Ellis is going to be able to avoid him, but not the Hunter. A really solid M2 by Prue, but it's not going to matter because he's going to have to pop the Boomer anyway, and they're just going to keep moving right along, MK.
Yeah, they get out the window. They're coming up around the last turn. They only got to go down around the big rig. They have one more car alarm to deal with, then into the garage and into the safe room. And they've done a great job of just holding on to some of the bonus that they've had since they killed the tank. They've only lost about 20%, a little bit more than that actually, since it died. Smoker tries to go for playing the car alarm. It doesn't go, but there's no support to help it.
Yeah.
No, and he's calling, like, where's my help? Charger still looking. Jockey still looking. Jockey spawns now. Charger hasn't spawned yet. Smoker died. Jockey latches and dies by itself. Charger rockets in, lands but gets killed. They get a charge spit out of it, and another in cap.
So that little bit right there is going to help them a little bit on the DB side. but this is going to be another safe room by Dizil, the second of the campaign.
Yes, it is, and that's going to put up a 3-chapter score of 24-48. And I think from this standpoint here, Amethyst, if they don't make safe room with at least 60% of the bonus, I think that might be game.
I think you're right, and we have not seen Tempest make a safe room this game yet, so it's crunch time now. They have to take this tank really well, certainly more than possible. They just have to make sure that, once again, they don't get separated in those sewers, and they just play as safe as they can and as smart as they can, sticking together. And as long as they're able to do that, I think that they will be okay for the most part until these Crescendo events.
Yeah, the opening attack is going to be the 2-2 with the Jockey and Hunter. No charge, no smoker. And I have the feeling that they're going to go very quickly because they want to have a chance for the quad on their terms. I think this Hunter almost immediately sends as soon as someone steps out.
I hear Hunter.
There it is already. Doesn't go quite yet. Jockey's going to spawn, then he goes. But Ellis isn't going to let that spawn happen. Boomer now spawns. That Boomer's in another zip code. It's literally on the other side in the sewer still. There goes the Hunter. Not going to find a target. Spit's going to delay.
Yeah, this Boomer is an insurance policy, MK. Right for that right there. He doesn't get it anyway.
Oh, he gets a
never
proxy. And they take the scenic route. And actually, Coach is getting beat up right now.
Yeah, that's one of those things about how dangerous it can be to get separated, especially considering there's a lot of different spawn points for the common infected in this area. So at any point, if someone gets one boom and teammates aren't looking out for each other, someone could get surrounded.
Jockey's gonna pre-spawn here. They come, they full send right now. Hunter lands, Smoker lands, Jockey lands, and the Charger takes the Smoker's target. Oh, but look at the damage add up. 100 damage, 200 damage, 300 damage.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's melting away, Amethyst.
Remember what we were saying about playing safe, MK, and playing a safe tank fight? Now I think they have to. Now I think they have to play aggressive because Vector already had to pop pills.
Yes, they have already lost 35% of their bonus, mainly coming from that quad attempt, and they want to be very aggressive on it. They got to be careful. They don't know it unless they paid attention to spawns, but there is no smoker, so they might be able to light him up and run backwards. But I'll tell you right now, Amethyst, no one's watching the Charger spawn. And now they are. Oh, he eats a double charge! It's a free rock! Oop. The tank gets the alley-oop. Another one, maybe? Oh, what a curve.
Yeah, that's a good job by Rising to get out of there before he could take any chip after landing that rock onto Coach. He still has 5,806 health. And they're just deciding to go back now. They're like, screw this guy's rocks. We're just going to go back to our safe spot right here in between these walkways. And this one's your call, MK, so I'll let you take it away.
All right, all the spawns are up. The survivors are splitting themselves for some reason. I don't know. The Hunter goes for some. The Jockey latches on. The Hunter misses. The Smoker and Jockey 2-cap. The one survivor will clear it, but the tank's going to get an in-cap. And he's probably still going to die. I don't think he gets anything more than this. There is no decommit path here. Oh, but the Jockey does not get cleared. This might actually be a possibility of a wipe still, as he's going to just hide up above. And now they got to make a decision here. They're pushing in. The tank's chasing. They don't know he's coming. Oh, he yeets Nick over the side. The Charger lands. Oh, he misses the hitbox. And it might not end up being a wipe, but it's going to be at least 3 caps. Only one survivor left, and it's going to be a wipe again, Amethyst. Unfortunate for Tempest. They fall yet again, putting up a 3-chapter score, 828 to Dizil's 2,448.
That's the one thing they couldn't do was get separated. As long as teammates are staying next to each other and all looking in the same direction, it's going to be hard for a special infected team to really do anything there. Maybe someone like a Hunter lands or a Smoker lands and the tank's able to get a corner, maybe even 2. That's what we saw on Tempest side. But as long as you don't separate, nothing terrible can happen. And guess what, MK? They separated and something terrible happened.
Yeah, it's exactly what, and we already know that this finale right here, Amethyst, it's almost impossible to make up any points. I mean, this is just charge spit central. Every corner is real easy to get spit damage. So I bet you if Tempest can do so, it looks like they're not planning on it though. Charge is gonna go right away. Oh, what a charge! The charge spit. Oh, what an unlucky spit spread though. Good death order though. They'll have another charge spit.
Yeah, that's the thing you want to keep. You basically just want to make sure you're aware of the death order and get charge spit as much as possible, as you were talking about, because this is charge spit city. If you've never seen this chapter, if you are tuning in and you've never seen chapter 4 carried off before, it is literally just corridor after corridor, hallway after hallway, staircase after staircase of just not being able to move as the survivors. It is one big labyrinth.
Oh. I respect the Chargers try, but that was really ambitious to kind of charge him forward like that. The Boomer's going to go off and die off at the end. I believe that's going to be a quad attempt. But that was really funny for that Charger coming out. Chipping away the survivors a little bit more. But right now, I would have to say that Dizil's doing a good job pretty much taking almost no damage, because even though they're taking damage, that's not a lot for close quarter hits.
Yeah, and another thing with this being one of the most close-quartered maps you'll see in competitive Left 4 Dead 2, there's also just so many common on this chapter, MK.
Yes, there is. Looks like they want to go here. They drop some. Oh, they don't get it in time. The Charger's down. Misses. The spit will spread. Oh, it spreads up there.
Yep, it does. Left 4 Dead 2 physics. It happens.
And just like that, they double up their damage with no cappers landing in the spit. And that's what we're talking about, this map. That's a good example. You don't even need any cappers to get about 8% damage, because the spit spreads in certain areas leave the survivors nowhere to go.
God, MK, I don't know how you're doing it, but trying to follow the survivors with this camera is insane. So I hope this your viewers at home aren't going to get whiplash from this.
No, I got it down pretty good.
I believe in you, honestly.
But at the moment, they're going to... Wow, this is a lot of comments on there, and the Special Infected are not choosing to go on it. They don't even have a spitter. Nick isn't moving. Okay, Nick's moving now. Nick was just taking some comment slaps there. I don't know if you've seen that. Maybe he disconnected for a second or something, but...
Maybe it was a power move.
Yeah.
They're up by a lot. You never know.
William Wallace hold. All right, they're going to go in. The jockey gets M2'd. Hunter doesn't know which set of survivors to go for. He's just going back and forth 3 times in a row. Eventually gets killed off. Hunter couldn't figure out the doors. Just couldn't get it.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's hard for survivors to figure out exactly where to go sometimes on this map. So I can't imagine the Special Infected are going to have any easier of a time. But, you know, Dizil has done a really good job at not getting separated, all staying together. It's, once again, pretty easy to get separated in this kind of, on this campaign and this map in general, too. So they've done a good job at sticking together, and we are going to get our final tank of the game for Tempest side in the hand of Silent.
Now the question is, does he know this map? Yes, he does. He drops down right away, so at least he has the map knowledge of where to go. At least I'm pretty sure he does. I hope I didn't speak too soon.
Don't curse my man.
Oh no, he's going back. I don't think he knows.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Oh no. We'll follow him out. They go for a sack.
Yeah,
oh, he's there. He got it. He got it.
Yeah,
he's good.
He's able to come from the side.
Tank's crawling, trying to be quiet, not shaking the ground. But he is not a silent infected. He does breathe, so they'll hear him moaning and groaning. I think they're going to wait for a jockey and send this in. I think that's exactly what you want for the commit here. Taking some damage. Looks like he's going to commit from the front. Good transition. Here he goes. He is in. He gets his first punch. He's down to half HP. Gets another punch. He gets another punch. 1900 in cap. Hunter went a little early. Jockey lands. He still has 1600. Gets a first punch there. He's all alone. One more punch maybe. And that is a dead tank.
Damn. They beat your ass.
Yeah,
good,
that's
didn't they?
a tank that's really hard to do a whole lot with if every survivor is just playing corners like they're supposed to. Maybe every once in a while, if the survivors aren't able to play their position and kill the Special Infected that is going to evidently go after them, it can be trouble, but no sweat there for Dizil.
Not at all. They get a boom. They sack the boomer and Spitter, I believe. I think they might go for a quad attempt unless they want a hero death charge. They have a smoker to alley-oop it. Looks like they're thinking about it.
You gotta try, right? What do you have to lose in this case?
Yeah, get a death charge. Who are they going to do?
That is exactly what they're
Are
going to
they
do.
going to go for it?
And
Oh, they get him! Who'd they get?
It. Hey, see you later, Rochelle. Proof goes down. They are able to take one member of Dizil down, but I don't even know if it's going to affect Dizil that much because they're just cruising right along.
No, they get the death. Rochelle is dead, a.k.a. Prove. And now they have a couple turns to go, but they are almost at the rooftop at the end of their ventures here. About to make finale, but the jockey latches on. The Hunter finally figures it out. They get the clear. That's going to be an in cap on Rising. But look at all the commons there, Amethyst. He might die. No, they'll save him.
Well, his Spitter, I don't think is going to be able to do anything in time, no. So he will live. Just missed it too. That was pretty close. But yeah, there's just it's just tight corridors, hallways, stairwells, and a lot of common. And it's also at the same time just such a confusing maze. This chapter can really be a headache. But you know, the survivors are playing it pretty well for the most part. Jockey is going to latch on and actually will get the hang onto Coach. And I think that was that another death charge onto Ellis. MK, and while Nick gets hunted, that's going to be it for Dizil at chapter 4.
That is great. We get double death charge. We get to see it. But 3,088 is a pretty good score considering they did get wiped on one chapter. That's pretty respectable.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Chapter 2 for them was definitely the chapter they want to forget, but even then, Dizil has played a really solid carried off. Now they're just going to try to put a bow on this campaign. And we'll see what Tempest can do on their side. Obviously, they're not in the realms of contention for being able to win this RBT 7 game. But no reason to give up completely, MK. You might as well try your damnedest.
Yeah, this map is 700 distance. I mean, if you want to add up the math,
Almost there.
I think technically it is still possible, but they only have 8 points of bonus they can lose if I did my math right. I mean, if we would be technical, but I don't know if they're gonna get through this entire map.
Being technical is what you do. I'd never stop you from doing that.
But I'm pretty sure it's just gonna take one common infected to change it. Not even the SI, just a common.
Tempest would have to play the game of their life, basically.
Here goes the Charger rocketing in. That's it. That's already over.
There you go. That'll do it. Even with the spit missing there, that spit also, if that spit connects, Coach Silent probably has like 48 HP and Vector probably has like 70. So it's a good thing that Spitter missed if you're a Team Tempest fan.
And this is a smart play right now. This is what I mean. A dominant team that plays on this is going to keep their Spitter alive and keep running forward, not letting the survivors blitz the map. They're going to have to slow down and clear the commons, let the commons respawn up front, back on the stairs, giving them charge spits up here. The Spitter's able to go. He's going to be able to stay. Oh, no, he's going to die? Yeah, I don't think he should have died there.
Second thoughts about it. I don't know if the Spitter was going to thinking about dying on the staircase just to impede them a little bit more, and then got cold feet and ran back. Got punished for it. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. With the Spitter, they are going to get one back eventually, but they won't this hit. They are going to get a boomer for their effort. Smoker is going to try to pull somebody back from this choke point, but with that being said, Ellis is alone. Ellis was the only one who dropped down, and he was able to avoid the Charger. Unfortunately, Nick and Rochelle, his teammates, were not able to avoid the Hunter and the Jockey there.
No, I mean, Ellis didn't get charged, but he did get molested by the Charger. He took a fisting for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
He lost half of his HP. Well, I know he did get charged before, but still, that Charger was molesting him in ways he didn't like. Nice boomer spawn, getting a 2-boom up above. They're going to try to get a pull back over the hole maybe to reset, and no, they're just going to stick with damage.
Yeah, and you might as well, especially because you have the classic combo in this scenario of Spitter and Charger. It looks like they're going to go right here. Yeah, if we're going to stick with the Spitter runs away strategy, Spitter's probably going to spit from a little further back, and it looks like the Charger is going to come from the back stall, at least for right now.
No, relocating, but he did, like you said. Oh, this might be a pretty easy charge of the Hunter. The Smoker gets almost an instant pull out. Would have been hilarious. Oh, the Charger gets juked around. Oh, the Hunter figured it out, lands on someone. They get the spit.
Oh, this is pretty good damage with that spit.
Oh, he can't get out.
Rochelle, oh my god, Lycan lost so much health from that spit.
That was really unfortunate for them. But at least they're able to keep pushing. They got pills to pop. They're going to make it to the tank. They hit over 1.2k. Jockey latches on. Smoker tries to cover. You see that boomer spawn?
Yeah, right behind the wall.
Oh, he pulled him in the spit. He's in the spit. They don't know where he is. Look where Coach is trying to find him.
There's a bag and a Smoker right behind this doorway. Nobody can see him.
They still. They can't.
Prospect, dude.
He might die. They might not make it to the tank.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, the Charger's gonna delay this.
Oh, he is. The Charger could get it. The Charger could get a death here, actually.
Oh no, they can't get it. Oh, they spawn the tank. Oh, they delay it. Oh, they get a 2-cap. It's gonna be a. Oh, they get the clear.
Tank's gonna come from above. He's gonna do it. Oh no, wait.
Do it. Oh, come on.
He's gonna do it. He's
Do
gonna
it. Do it, Kodo.
I believe.
Ah.
Oh no, he's not going to. I thought for a second he was going to risk it.
He's like, I'm not doing that on camera. Sorry. We might have the win, but I ain't doing that on camera.
All right, so Tank is just going to go in from behind, against the survivors right here.
I'm too young to feel this.
Gonna take a little bit of chip damage. This is an absolute nightmare to view in in this spec mode. But Tank's probably gonna be going in shortly. Lycan and Silent are about to be slow. Ed and Vector are going to be fast for at least a little while, but I believe everyone, is 3 punches as this Tank is going to go in and going to get an immediate corner onto Lycan. He's only going to take 2 punches. The Charger is going to whiff, and so is the Hunter. The Hunter actually going to get skeeted by Vector. That was a nice skeet, actually. But Vector is not going to be able to avoid the clutches of the Tank. Actually, he is, and is going to be able to 1v1 this Jockey. Maybe. It's an intense fight here next to both of his teammates, and he is going to get the Jockey down. Well played by Vector. Meanwhile, on top, it looks like Nick is taking this Tank on a walk, and he is gonna go skydiving and bid farewell. He cannot run any further from this Tank. Kodo falling asleep as he watches Nick end it all. And now it looks like his teammates are going to rush up the stair right behind him. MK, I think we've just about wrapped up this carried off match between Tempest and Dizil.
AI Tank comes in just throwing a rock saying, no, this is what I'm doing. He's going to chase the boom guy down. He should die off.
He does.
And he is dead. They will survive with 3 survivors. They'll get a couple more points. Charger comes in. Oh, they're both in the spit.
Everyone's in the spit. They're all
they're all in the spit.
What a spit.
And that will be Dizil getting the victory over Tempest. 3,088 to 1,249.